Undangtoni, undang.
Oh gosh.
Undangon.
Undangon.
Undangon tani.
Undangon tani.
I can never get
Am I
it.
saying that right?
It's fine when it's in the song, but when I
Undangon
have
tani.
to actually
Where do
say
you
it,
put the
Undangon tani.
undangon tani?
Yeah, that's
I
correct.
probably sound so dumb saying that.
So do I.
Okay, little bit.
Little bit.
Screwing up the video right from the start. Little different video this week, and maybe this will be something that we will do more on a regular basis. And today we're talking about OPM, or
Oh, you're asking me?
yeah, I'm asking you.
Oh, original Filipino music.
Original Filipino music. And what brought up, oh, by the way, my wife is
Or is it Filipino?
Filipino. You're
How do you say it?
You're the Filipino.
What does OPM stand for? Is that what it stands for?
I should explain. My wife, she doesn't really like to be on camera, but she's part of this video. My wife is half Filipino, half Japanese. Born and raised in Hawaii, as am I. I am half Chinese and half a bunch of different white things. I have a question.
Yes.
What kind of whites are we, like ethnically?
Irish, Scottish, English, and Swedish.
Irish,
The
Scottish.
whites of the white. Can't get any whiter.
Okay.
Especially Scottish.
Where are Scottish the whitest of the white?
I think they are.
I think it's Pinoy.
Have we figured out what OPM is?
I don't know. I guess it could stand for a whole bunch of things.
Okay.
Could.
What? How long ago did you start listening to like this music?
I don't know. Probably only a couple years.
So a couple years, she really got into listening to like Morissette and who else?
Morissette, mostly Morissette, and God, why can't I? Moira.
Moira?
I like Moira.
Okay.
De La Torre.
And I have recently started listening to Morissette as well, and Gigi Delana, of course on YouTube. But we went to Morissette's concert here in Hawaii last Friday. So I feel like I needed to interject at this point in the video. It's been a little over 2 weeks since the concert. It was not last Friday, like I mentioned. I got caught up with some client work. I had another video project I was doing. But the timing might actually be a little better because Morissette and Dave's new album, as a duo, they're known as From the Sea. And the new album, If We Never Happened, comes out. If We Never Happened comes out June 28th. So go check that out. Back to the video. And it was really good. It was everything that we expected because we've seen her live performances online and we got to experience her singing live. It was like when she sings live, you're never going like, uh-oh, is she gonna hit that note? Like it's just guaranteed every time, and so good live. Like I've never seen another singer that can sing that good and that accurately with that much energy live. Yeah?
I will agree with your statement.
So going to the concert, my wife did mention ahead of time that she said it's probably gonna be a whole lot of Filipino people, and it was. As a non-Filipino person,
did you feel out of place?
it was one of the first things I noticed, first of all. But yeah, there were literally probably like 2 or 3 non-Filipino people there. But that's okay. Like I said, it was awesome. And a question that I asked my wife about it was, because she doesn't speak any of the Filipino languages, even though her grandma is, what's your grandma?
Ilocano?
Her grandmother is Ilocano, but she doesn't
Speaks Ilocano?
speak Ilocano. Oh, her grandmother does. My wife does not speak. And so I asked her, like, do you feel detached from your culture when you're in like the concert setting with...
Is that what you asked me?
Well, one thing I did ask you, is it weird that you can sing along to the songs, but you don't know what you're saying?
I can't actually sing along to the whole song.
No, you do. I have video proof that you were singing along to the song.
But I sing it wrong, I'm sure.
You were singing along to Aking Kanalang.
Yeah, some parts.
So it made me realize also that I am very detached from my different cultures that make up my ethnicities. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of what the concert made us realize is like maybe we should try to get in touch with, like I should try to get in touch with like my Chinese ancestry or my Scottish ancestry or Irish ancestry. And my wife is definitely, you know, attempting to get in touch with her Ilocano ancestry. So I guess the point of this video is like if you already are a fan of Morissette or any other artists from the Philippines, you immediately recognize that the extremely high level of talent that they have.
I've been trying to tell you about her for what, 2 years, and
Yeah,
then
no.
you're like, oh yeah, whatever. I can't get into it. Blah blah. So what is your reason?
This is true. No, I told you like my
You're just not a Moeen addict like me. You don't appreciate.
what was that term you just said?
Moeen addict.
Okay, so let's back up a little bit. Yes, it's true. My wife did try to get me to listen to Morissette's music like years ago. Fast forward to 2 years later, and I appreciate and enjoy her original songs more than the covers. Like, it's so good. And if you haven't listened to it, you should listen to it. I mean, you can watch this stupid video and then first, and then go watch her stuff. Or you can just leave now and go watch. Who cares? Did I mention that the reason why we have this video set up is that my wife does not want to necessarily be on camera? So you're gonna see a blurred out back of her head.
Because I'm trying to
She's
put
also
in Excel formulas that is not working because you're bothering me.
she's trying to do work. I really enjoyed the concert. Like that was the first concert that we've gone to together, right?
Yep, I think that's true.
Yeah. I mean, I had been to a bunch of concerts as like a teenager, like in early 20s.
Because
way
you don't
back.
want to come with me. I want to go to concert. I'm not really. I don't really actually like depends on the concert.
Well, you went
I
to
would-
the Backstreet Boys with your friends.
Yeah, that was okay. That was. I mean, it was fun, but I don't know if I would do that again because that's a little bit too. Like, nah, I would do that one again. I would do boy band. And I would watch like pretty mellow ones.
Shoot,
Like Michael Bublé
after
or
we saw Morissette on Friday, you wanted to go to Maui and watch her again.
I did.
Yeah, that's a true fan right there. But I hope she comes back.
Hopefully.
And also I hope maybe From the Sea, you know, Morissette has a new project with her husband Dave Lamar, and they're a duo called From the Sea, and they have some new music coming out. So we're looking forward to that, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you even know the songs?
Maybe you can enlighten us with what the songs are.
You're not even a fan. You can call yourself a fan.
Luna.
You know one song.
I was just listening to it. Will You Stay?
No, that's Morissette.
Oh shoot, sorry.
Free, True North, and Up and Away.
Up and Away. That's a good song. Wait, are you joining the video now?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to look at myself. No, I
You
don't like
should
it.
I drop my chair or should you raise your chair?
I don't know. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable. Whoa.
What if you switch sides and then you can't see yourself?
No.
I'm sorry if you tuned in for a reaction video to a Morissette concert, but we want to try to spread the word about Morissette in the US and try to get her more popularity here because I think she deserves it. And also, on top of that, getting into this type of music, it made us also realize that we are fairly detached from our cultures.
Why do you even like her?
Why do I like her?
Yeah.
I appreciate talent and songwriting and composition and
Oh yeah, you like all her new stuff. You said.
yeah,
Which is something that I wish the whole concert had, all of the original stuff.
I wish she performed Trophy. My daughter and I, that's our favorite song of Morissette. I understand that artists such as Morissette have to kind of play the music that maybe the sponsors prefer to hear over like newer fans such as ourselves who like her newer original music that is in English because we don't speak their language.
Why undang Tony? Undang.
Oh gosh.
Undangon.
Undangon.
Undangon Tony.
Undangon Tani.
I can never get
Am I
it.
saying that right?
It's fine when it's in the song, but when I have to actually
Where do
say
you
it,
put the?
Undangon Tani.
I guess that's like a. What language is that in?
Bisayan.
Visayan?
Isn't it Bisayan?
Is it Bisayan?
I think so. It says it's in Bisaya. It's a Bisaya song.
All
Visaya.
this time I've been saying Visayan.
Because they call it Vis Pop too.
That's a V.
She says it's a Bisaya song.
Bisaya?
Yeah.
Anyway, so that song is a mixture of English and. Is it Visaya? Visayan?
See, it's if you do it to English, it's Bisaya.
Oh, wait. So what is the top one?
Filipino, I guess.
Bisaya and Visayan. Here, look.
Oh, Jesus.
See? Comment down below what is the correct thing.
We're just confused Americans. We don't know.
And I think that's on us. Like it's not up to the artist to try to make music so that people in other
But I like all the ones written in Filipino. I listen to them all.
you know what they're saying?
I look up a lot of the words.
Yeah, we
'cause
look up the
I kind of want
words.
to know what they're talking about.
I could never listen to songs and not know what the lyrics are.
But sometimes
Trying
it's
to
hard to
convey.
find, so that's another
Yes.
thing.
And the other thing is like when you watch a lot of videos on YouTube like we do, like a lot of their live performances, either there's no closed captioning or there's no translation. And so you kind of have to like listen and play it back and like Google the words and listen and play it back and Google the words. And so like over time, I think we'll get it. And you will too. Okay, we wanted to talk about this. So we talked about culture and heritage and, you know, being around Filipino people at the concert and Morissette and seeing her connection to like quote unquote her people. And it was awesome to see somebody who's, you know, she's connecting with people from her culture in a different country. So these are Filipinos that live in Hawaii connecting with an artist from the Philippines. And it was kind of nice to see that connection. And it kind of made me feel a little bit detached from my culture, like I was saying before. So what was your take on seeing all other Filipino people, like, you know, when she spoke to the audience?
Ay, na-excite. Wait lang. Papunta pa ako dyan.
Oh well, I didn't know what
You don't know
they
what she's
were
saying.
So that
Right.
was like kind of sad because I wish I knew what they were saying. But
Even though like your family,
I-
Ilocano,
yeah,
she was
but
speaking. What was she
I
speaking?
don't know.
You
I couldn't
don't
tell
know?
you.
Don't ask me. I was one of like
speak English.
I was part of 1.5 white people that were there.
Why half? The
Because
person
I'm
was.
not a full white
Oh yeah,
person.
that's true.
We were talking about this off camera, about you growing up in Kalihi.
Yeah.
And if you're not from Hawaii, if you're not familiar with the island of Oahu where we live, Kalihi has a pretty large like Filipino population.
Yeah.
Growing up, everybody knows that a lot of Filipino people in Kalihi, and you grew up in
grew
your
up
grandma's
in
house.
Yep.
And
Well, I grew up in that house, so my grandma speaks Ilocano, so I could understand at least some back then. And then, I went to school in Kalihi, and then we bought a house and moved to Kaneohe later on. And so once that happened, you kind of realize that you are different because people talk to you and you are weird to them, or you talk weird to them or whatever because you have an accent or whatever it is. Because
Yes.
I think I had an accent back then because I
Yeah,
was around Filipino people and they speak with an
So
accent.
like to people outside of Hawaii, you might not think that they're moving from one town to another is that different, especially on a tiny island. But like you were saying, growing up in Kalihi, you were immersed in like Filipino culture.
Yep.
So you could understand the language. When you spoke English, you had an accent.
I sounded funny.
Right. And didn't you say that you weren't even aware that
No.
you had an accent?
No.
So talk
Not
about that.
until, I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember. I was really little. I was maybe 5, so I don't really remember. But my auntie will tease me still because you used to say hot dog, or bubble gum. I used to say things different because that's how I heard it.
Right.
And so
And
you
yeah.
realize that you're different later, and then I think you're just not around it anymore, and so then you're bound to lose it, and you're bound to not. If you're not using it, you're not gonna know it. So yeah, I mean,
Do you
this whole
think-
thing made me realize I wish that I still understood what my grandma. I could talk to my grandma, or I could understand my grandma in whatever she said, and now I can't at all. I don't know what she's saying. We're just Americans. We don't.
Bottom line.
Because most of those people can speak English.
Right.
So we're just newly Americans. That's all.
And that's the part that
And I don't want to be that anymore. I will learn.
going to this we got to tie this back in. We're like getting lost in the
Hurry
weeds
up.
here. Okay.
I gotta work.
Going to the concert and seeing the cultural connection between Morissette and the fans made us realize that just because we're American, to be detached from our, Chinese ancestry or Japanese ancestry or ancestry, Filipino ancestry, and I think that's the beauty of music. Like music can do that. And I think for us, that's what this music is doing for us. It was eye-opening and it made us realize we wanted to just be more in touch with our culture.
Yes.
I will keep going to these concerts even if I'm the only non-Filipino person there. In an ideal scenario, there'll be more and more non-Filipino people at
because
concerts.
you 68 people are going to subscribe.
68
to
subscribers.
Channel.
All you 68 subscribers of mine, go subscribe to Morissette. I have
We're gonna help.
I have
I don't even post on Instagram.
68 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
So
Yep. But we're
all
gonna
of you
help.
68 people out there, go listen to Morissette.
link below.
Link. I'll link to her channel and Dave's channel, Dave Lamar, her husband. I'll link to his channel. I'll link to From the Sea.
Oh, but you like but this is only for Morissette because you like others.
I like Gigi.
I know.
I'll link to Gigi Delana and Gigi Vibes. I'll link to all of it, whatever. You go check it out. I might mention the music that we're listening to because I have clients who are also music fans and they're like, oh yeah, I'll check it out. Send me a video or send me the song or send me a link. And pretty much everybody that I've shared the music with is like, oh my gosh, she's so good. And she had the same thought that I had, was like, why isn't this girl like internationally known? Like
She's
more.
known internationally. I think she's not known here. She's
She-
Asia's Phoenix.
She's Asia's Phoenix. When you're an artist, you want creative control, and maybe they're doing it their way so that they can maintain creative control. Maybe that's the goal. That's the goal here, is we're trying to get her to sell out a 50,000 plus seat stadium in the United States.
Your way, Morissette.
That's right.
However you want to do it.
However you want
We're
to
gonna get you 5 more subscribers. Just kidding. Or 68.
68. Anyway, we're gonna wrap this video up
Okay,
because this has
bye.
gone way too long.
Yeah.
And
Be done.
Morissette, we appreciate you.
Great concert.
Great concert. Thanks for coming down.
So awesome. It was a dream come true for me.
Oh yeah. You know, toward the end of the concert when they did their hanaho. If you don't know what hanaho is, it's when like the audience, the artist does their last song and the audience like hanaho. It's like kind of like encore. So you're trying to get the artist to come back on. She just came out, did like a old school Motown medley with JR, and at that time, you know, the crowd was kind of going and everybody got up and was able to come toward the stage, and so we were like,
I was dancing, bro.
yeah.
I don't know about you.
My wife was dancing. I was kind of just like doing a two-step, keeping it safe. She said, "What did you say? My life is complete." She literally looked at me and said, "My life is complete."
Hey,
because she saw
I
Morissette
literally
live.
said I need to see her live one day in my life. I never thought it was gonna happen unless I went to like California, because I know she goes there, or Vegas or whatever. But never did I think it was gonna happen that soon. And so it was a dream come true for me.
True fan back there.
True fan.
What'd you call yourself?
Moinatic.
Moinatic. Anyway, thanks for thank you for making my wife's dreams come true. If you sat through this rambling video, good for you. But we just wanted to take this opportunity to share our appreciation for Morissette coming to Hawaii to perform, and it's a memory that we'll always have, that we will cherish. So, thanks.
Is that what this was?
I don't know. Yeah.
Is that what you wanted to get out of it?
I'm not sure.